I still I still wanted to do the training, go through it. I'm gonna be recording this, obviously, so I want to make sure that I'll share it, and whoever can watch it at a later time can still take advantage of the knowledge. I think this is a very very important training, guys. Um, Marketing is one of the things that us as realtors we need to be good at. Okay, we need to be good at. If there's one thing, sometimes in our business, guys, you might be a for lack of a better word, just a not so good realtor necessarily. Like we all know, we've all probably met some realtors out there that you're wondering like, how is this guy an agent? Or how is this girl? How does this girl get listings? Or how does what is it? You know, they might not have the knowledge of you know numbers, comps. They might not have the knowledge of certain things that you feel like, man, you're a realtor, you should know that. But guess what? They're probably really good at marketing. So they probably have really good marketing skills, and they understand marketing, and they understand how to get business. Okay. So sometimes that's a huge part of the business, is just being able to understand marketing and knowing what you're supposed to do to get out there. So today's training, guys, I'm gonna go over a lot of basics, um, and some not so basic stuff, but a lot of the things that I just believe are the foundation of your marketing. Okay. You could do a lot of things: social media, flyers, emails, but there's a lot of things that I just think are foundational. They have to be the core, and you have to do these things to really have a good foundation for your marketing to stand on, because your marketing is going to grow. Your marketing is not going to stay the same. Okay, the things you do, the things you do to get business, they're not just gonna be the same thing always. 3 months from now they'll be different. 6 months from now they might be a different tactic, or a similar tactic but just evolved or more efficient. Okay, so I want to talk today about the foundations. And while I was doing this training, guys, I thought about a lot of things that we can also go a little deeper on. So I'm thinking like on the cafecitos, maybe we can go deeper into some of these subjects. So when I come back from vacation, and not next week but the week after, we can try to, I'm gonna make sure to let you guys know, hey, we're gonna discuss some marketing stuff that let's get a little deeper on it. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Uh, let's see here. Oh, what's up, Jesus? How you doing? All right. All right, guys. So again, marketing 101. The first thing I just want to talk about is like, what is marketing? It might seem so obvious to some of us, but I like to make sure we understand. So I literally just grabbed the definition. Marketing refers to the activities a company undertakes to promote the buying or selling of a product or service. So the activities that a company undertakes to promote the buying or selling of a product or service. So in this case, the company is you guys, the agents. You guys are your own business. And what activities are you doing to promote your service, to promote people coming to you? The product that you're selling essentially is yourself. Okay. In this training, we're not going to necessarily go into marketing properties. We're going to go more into marketing yourself as an agent, as a realtor, how to get business. Okay. Not how to get the house sold. I promise we'll do that eventually. I'll try to do marketing 201 or 301, and we'll tackle that. But essentially, that's what we're talking about in this training today. That's what we're focusing on, is how to promote you, people buying into you. Okay, you the realtor, Jesus the realtor, Align the realtor, Crystal the agent. Okay, so let's dive right into it, guys. So these are the things that I feel are the core part of your marketing that you need to get done, and it sounds super simple, but you'd be surprised how many realtors out there don't take the time to do these simple things. Number one, doing a professional headshot. Okay, doing a professional headshot. Once you have a great headshot, a professional headshot, you can at least from there, um, you could at least from there start, everything you do, put that headshot on it. Everything you do, your profiles, whatever website you're on, whatever flyers you're printing, whatever emails you're sending out, you got an amazing professional headshot. So let's take a few notes, guys. For headshots, if you don't have one already, I recommend the best person I always recommend is Chris Headshots. He's a little expensive. I think it runs like 250 bucks, but you're gonna look amazing. You're gonna look like $1 million. You're gonna look like, trust me, the best headshot you've ever taken. It's with him. I have yet to have an agent go to Chris Headshots and be upset with their headshot. Okay. Um, He's great at what he does. He's gonna make you look like $1 million. A little pricey, but again, remember, you're investing in your business. Okay, you're investing in your business. Don't go with, maybe you have a friend that does headshots. Look at their work. If they're good, if you see those headshots and you're like, man, that looks good, I'm okay with that. Okay, cool, go for it. Okay, um, but look at Chris Headshots on Instagram. Look him up. He does amazing work. Again, a little bit on the expensive side, but he's just gonna make you look amazing. A secondary option, I recommend Gene from Marketaholics. He's really good. I've had a few agents, be like, oh, I didn't like my headshot too much, but I've had a lot of agents that did like their headshot and they love it. Okay, so photography is difficult. Not everybody takes amazing headshots, and even somebody that does take great headshots, you might not like just the way you come out. That day you just might not be feeling it. I've done a lot of photo shoots. I've done at least a dozen headshot photo shoots, and out of a dozen headshots photo shoots, I probably have liked maybe photos from one or two of those sessions. So again, sometimes headshots, it's just, the day that is, it might be what you're wearing, might be how your hair is looking. You might just not love the headshot. So don't be afraid. Go somewhere else. Go to another photographer. Try something else. Maybe being in a studio doesn't suit you. So maybe you need to be outdoors with natural lighting. That might help you. Okay. But number one, guys, get a professional headshot. Number two, super important, which this one I hate that agents don't do this enough. And again, we're talking about the core part of your marketing. This is the foundation. This is where we're laying the groundwork. Professional biography. Okay, you have a professional biography written. So write this down, guys. There's people called copywriters. Okay, copywriters, what they do is they write for a living. They make things sound good. So you might send them some sort of paragraph about anything, and they'll use words, specific wording, and they'll lay out those sentences in a way where they're going to make that paragraph sound beautiful. They'll do the same thing with a bio. So write this down. You can go on fiverr.com. Okay, if you're not familiar with fiverr.com, great website. You can get so many things done on there for very cheap. Fiverr.com. That's FIVERR.com. And it's super cheap, guys. Most things between $5 to $20, you can get a bio done. Usually what they'll ask you is they're going to ask you stuff. They're not just going to make a random bio. They're going to ask you, what is it that you do? Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me something about you personally. Tell me something about your business. They're going to ask you certain questions. And then from there, they're going to create a biography for you. And it doesn't have to be long, guys. Very simple. One paragraph, two paragraphs. That's it. Keep it simple. But this bio is going to be the groundwork for any marketing that you do. Whether it's putting it on your website, whether it's putting it on a flyer that you do, whether on all these profiles that you're going to do, Zillow.com, Realtor.com. We'll to get more into that. You want this bio on there. It just kind of gives them a little glimpse about you, makes you more personable. and you'll get a lot more response. You'll get a lot more people just leaning more towards you when they read a bio. So the bio works, guys. I've had, if you look me up, I've had that bio for a really long time. I probably should update it. You should update your bio every once in a while. So if you look me up probably on Zillow or realtor.com, I probably have a bio talking about how I'm a realtor in, 2013, and I'm, whatever I'm doing, I'm a brand new aspiring agent in the industry. So have your bio written about you. If you want me to read over it, I'm always down to help you out with that. If you want to write it yourself. That's cool, but I recommend have pay $5-10, get somebody on Fiverr and have them sort of rewrite and make it a little prettier, make it a little nicer with the words. Trust me, it'll go a long way. Next, guys, create a Google business profile. This is key, okay? Create a Google business profile. If you haven't already done that, go ahead and get that done. All right. As an agent, you're going to be doing all this marketing. You're going to be, whatever you do, flyers, Facebook ads, Instagram, anything. You network with people. They're going to look you up. They're going to look you up. They're going to Google you. Okay. You want a Google business profile that when people Google you, you show up as if you're a business. You show up like, let me give you guys an example. Let me open up a tab here. I don't know. Let me see if Align, you have a Google profile. Align No Doubt. Here you go. So look Align to the right. Align No Doubt, Element Real Estate Group. Sometimes some people put Align No Doubt Realtor. Let me see. And if I Google Align, see, this is what you want, guys. If I Google Align, what do I get? Homesnap.com, Align. Realtor.com, Align. Facebook, Align No Doubt Real Estate. More Facebook, Homes.com, Align No Doubt. So Align, it has been pretty much putting himself on all these websites. Look, alignofmiami.com. Align has his own website. Okay, realsatisfied.com. Align, you're on a lot of websites, man. Movado, Nextdoor.
I'm everywhere, bro. They can find me, man.
You don't even
they
need
can
to
find
train,
me, man.
man.
They can find me.
You don't even need.
Whenever I talk shit online, bro, I'm like, just Google my name, motherfuckers.
Align is you're just all over the place. You know what? The only thing you got to start doing, man, is get some reviews on here, man. Get some reviews so you get that little five yellow stars, and it looks a little nicer. It looks like, man, this guy is everywhere. This guy's got reviews. All right, this guy's trustworthy. It creates trust. It creates like, all right, I'm working with somebody that that is legitimate. Guys, you guys do this yourselves for any business you do. A lot of times you guys are doing this yourselves. You guys are Googling to see if that hotel is a good hotel to stay at. Is that, is X person good to work with? You guys are doing the same exact thing with everything you guys are doing it. Everybody's going to do it with you as well. So yeah, so Align is good. Let me see. I know Priscilla probably has it too. See, there you go, Priscilla Castaneda, Realtors. You got the little Google reviews. Let me see. I got something on the chat. Oh, I just saw what you put on the chat, Jesus. Don't worry, I'll be still available. Don't worry. So yeah, guys, the Google profile, it's key. Why? Because a lot of the stuff that you're marketing, it's gonna go back to Google. It's gonna go back to people looking you up, and you want to show up places. Let's look at Priscilla. Let's use her as an example. Element Real Estate, elementre.com. Priscilla, realestatebook.com. So she's in different ones than Align. LinkedIn, okay. Priscilla-realtor. At this point, I'm looking for Priscilla as a realtor. I'm like, okay, Priscilla's legit. Like, all right, this person exists. They're out there on the internet. They're not gonna scam me. Look, if I go on Zillow, she's got some Zillow reviews. She's got Google reviews. All right, I'm dealing with somebody that is great. That is out there, is experienced, there's trustworthy. I'm not dealing with like somebody that does no real estate. Okay, so you wanna go ahead and do the Google My Business. Okay, do the Google profile, get that set up. Okay, the fourth thing that I'm going to talk about as far as the core of your marketing goes is to create a brand. Okay, and you want to create a brand for yourself. I'm always pushing this. I'm huge on it. There's some companies out there, guys. There's some brokerages out there that they want you to promote the brokerage, or if you're gonna create your brand, you got to make it look like it's part of our brokerage. I'm not a big necessarily a big fan of that. I love that you guys push Element, and I get nothing but great feedback from our brand. But I want you guys to brand yourself. You got a line of Miami. I always tell a line, man, put that everywhere. A line of Miami, a line of Miami. Just throw that as many places as you can. Jesus markets himself as JC the peaceful realtor. Hashtag the peaceful realtor. You know, you have a lot of realtors that brand themselves in various ways. You have the bearded realtor. There's a guy on Instagram that he's like the real estate the bearded realtor, and he has a beard and he has like his logo is of himself. So I want you guys to create a brand. That's not something that necessarily is like, oh, it's not like creating a bio necessarily. It's not like creating a profile on Google. That takes a little bit of time, a little bit of effort. It takes, I shouldn't say a little bit of effort. It probably takes a lot of effort sometimes to come up with something that you really like. Um, don't be afraid to change things up. Don't be afraid to try something. And if this brand is not working, I don't like this logo. Change it up, change it up until you get it right. Change it up until like like, man, this is it. This is the right brand. These are the right colors. This is the right logo. This is the right slogan. On Instagram, you have I don't know if you guys follow Natalie Rivero. She's like the deal maker, Nat the deal maker, and that's her thing. So a bunch of people have their thing. Look at Ray. Ray has the real estate giant. So that's his brand. On his thing, it says the real estate giant. On a lot of his branding, when he posts on social media, the real estate giant, the real estate giant. So he takes ownership of that, and he has that as his branding. Okay, but trust me, it didn't take Ray. It didn't take him. It wasn't like that fast to create that. The real estate giant thing was something that took a while to come together. Like we talked about it. There were so many different ideas that we were throwing out there. Um, I forgot what they were, but if Ray, he's not on the call, but he would tell you that the real estate giant, he probably started doing this maybe second year in the business, and it just started with other things. There was a lot of other ideas, and the real estate giant simply was the one that stuck. And then once he started with it, it just it just made sense. So he started going with it, and that's his brand now. Now he's all in on that. So again, guys, work on your brand, create a brand that you like. That, in my opinion, is probably gonna be the toughest part of this, because it's not easy. It's not easy to necessarily create something that you like. I'll tell you about like Element in itself. Element real estate, the way that our brand looks and everything took months. It took about like 3 months to really know what it was like, what I wanted for it to look like, what the logo should look like. If I show you one of these days, I'll show you like some original Element real estate logos, and you can see that I went through a bunch of logos, a bunch of different ideas, and and then we ended up where we ended up with the simple, clean look that we decided to go with. Um, our social media, if you look at back the way our social media looked at the beginning, it looked a certain way. Now it looks a little different. Now I go more with that transparent just sold. It's a little transparent. It has the realtor, but if you noticed before, it was more of like a black and white look. And it might change again. You know, your branding. It's okay for it to evolve and to grow. So you know that's good. That's how you're supposed to do it. Always try to keep improving it. So just to recap, guys, we're gonna get a little deeper into things, but the core has to be with these things: professional headshot, professional bio. Okay, create your Google business profile, and we'll start working on creating your brand, because creating your brand is not something that you're gonna start tomorrow with it. It could take a while. Jesus did, you know, Jay, the peaceful realtor. I think he did that like after a year or something. He didn't do that right away, but he was already thinking about it, and it took time for it to come together. So start working on that now, because it might take you a few months to really have something together. By the way, Fiverr is also great for creating logos. You can hire somebody on there. Hey, I have a few logos I want to create. Can you give me some ideas? And they'll ask you, well, what's your brand? What's your industry? Give me some inspiration of what you want your brand to look like. And I'll leave you with this: when it comes to creating a brand. When it comes to creating a brand, guys, try to find something that you like, and and don't be afraid to not copy it, copy, but get inspiration from that brand. Okay, what do I mean? I don't know. You like Tesla, you like Disney, you like Marvel, and you look at the way, like, I don't know, Apple's website looks like. You're like, man, I really like Apple's brand. I like Verizon's brand, or I like, you know, I don't know. It could be anything. It could be you know, this AC company. It could be whatever it is. But if you see some brands that you like, go to somebody that can create your logo and say, hey, these are the brands I like. I want to take inspiration from Marvel, Verizon, and, you know, and the Miami Heat. That's I like those brands. I like those logos. I like the colors. I like the fonts that they use. Can we come up with something with these inspirations? Okay, so I think that's a great way to create something, rather than when you don't have any idea what you want to do, when you don't have any clue as to like what can my brand look like. Take from other brands, guys. Take from you know, some other type of national brand that you just like. You know, you might like the colors of you know, I don't know, JetBlue or Southwest Airlines, whatever it is, you know, and you just say, hey, I like this branding. I like something like this. This is what I want to get my inspiration from for my brand. Can we create something that, you know, just has that feel, that look, that vibe of this company? So, um, so I think that's a great way to also help you guys create something that you really like. Is go with brands that you like, and get inspiration from them. Okay. So professional headshot, go with Chris Headshots or call Gene. Professional bio, get it on Fiverr, on Google My Business. Real quick, I'll share my screen again just in case. I'll show you real quick. If you go to your Gmail, all you gotta do, guys, to start a business is go here. Go here where it says all these little 9 squares, and then go to My Business here. So just open up Gmail, go to My Business here. You can do this from the Element email, your personal email, whatever you prefer, and then you can start setting up your business. Okay, just like I showed you earlier. All right, guys. So again, that's the core. Let's move on. All right. Now that you have that core, those things that you created, let's focus on being everywhere. All right. Let's focus on being everywhere. So I created a list of everywhere you should be on to start with, at least minimum. Like I showed you when I showed you Align, when I showed you Priscilla as examples, you saw the websites they were at. They're everywhere. So you want to focus on being everywhere as well. So number one, I started again reiterating Google My Business Profile. So you want to have that Google Business Profile. Make sure you're on social media, and make sure you have business accounts for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I put Pinterest as well as there. I've seen some realtors have Pinterest on there as well. TikTok, any kind of social media platform, Twitter. Get on all these platforms, guys. Get on all these platforms: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. At the bare minimum, you should be at least on those three. You should be at least on those three. Make sure you create a profile on Zillow, Zillow.com, Realtor.com, all these websites. Again, all of this is about, you being everywhere, you showing up wherever somebody may look to buy a house. You want to be there. Okay. The Chime website, guys, a lot of you guys are not updating your Chime website. Make sure your picture's there. Make sure your bio is there. If you have a bio, if you're gonna get one, hopefully after this training you make sure you get one. But your Chime website, some people have personal websites. So if you have your own personal website, get your personal website up and running. Okay. Alain, let me ask you, where did you? I saw you have alignofmiami.com. What did you use to create that website? Is the line still on? Oh, he's on. I don't know if he's there.
I'm here. I'm just trying to unmute it, going through all the little things. I hit it.
What did you use for your personal website?
I think that was HomeSnap. I think I did it with HomeSnap. I did one with HomeSnap, and they gave me my my own website. Then I got one from you, from the elementre.com.
And then you own the domain alignofmiami.com. So you were able to put that on the HomeSnap website.
Yeah, and it automatically generates it for it and did everything for me. I'm trying to switch though. What I was looking for now is to switch the Align No Doubt Element Real Estate Group and the address and all that crap. I don't know how I did that.
Another thing that I didn't have on this list, but HomeSnap, guys, another great a tool, just like Zillow, similar to Realtor. HomeSnap is another place where you guys should create your profile, be on HomeSnap. It does, as you can see, it does show up on Google searches. So if you put a profile in there, again, another place that you can be found. So HomeSnap. You can also create your own personal website. Again, guys, Fiverr is a great option to create a personal website. Wix.com, you can create a website yourself. I don't recommend necessarily doing everything yourself. So I'm not a big fan of necessarily do-it-yourself websites. Yessie wants to chime in a little bit about the website thing.
You can to create your own logo and stuff, like for your website and stuff. You can also use PicMonkey. PicMonkey is amazing. You can literally do anything on it. You probably do have to pay for the premium, which is $12 a month. It's totally worth it. And that's how, and with PicMonkey, that's how I was able to create gifts and stuff. So PicMonkey is a good source to use.
Nice. All right, good stuff. So yeah, guys. So on certain places you can like Wix.com. You can
Sorry, guys. PicMonkey.
Yeah, PicMonkey.
Like the color pink.
No, PIC.
PIC.
PicMonkey. Okay, thank you.
So you have Wix.com, and you have a lot of websites like that. Squarespaces like that, where you sort of create your own website. Guys, if you don't have the time, I promise you, you go on Fiverr, pay somebody probably $50, $100, and at least get a nice real estate website up and running. Okay. And you could create your own personal website, a website that's about you. Remember, the Chime website is great, but the Chime website is sort of like, hey, search for properties on here. I'm talking about a website showcasing what you do, you as a realtor, your services. What makes you different from all the realtors out there? And you could also make it so that it has the ability to search for properties. You can always do that. But your personal website, I always envision that more of like buy with Jesus, sell with Jesus, and it has different sections where you people can go and see, okay, if I want to buy with Jesus, what is that like? And then it gives them directions, it gives them steps on the buying process. Same thing for sellers. So you want to have something like that set up. That's a lot of work, guys. So don't hesitate to invest. Spend $100, maybe $200, whatever it is. I'm telling you, on Fiverr, it will not be so expensive, and they create a nice website for you. So having a personal website, great way to be able to market yourself and do all that. Thumbtack, guys, Thumbtack is really cool. There's a lot of little places like Thumbtack. Thumbtack is, if you're not familiar with it, it's a place where people go, and when they need, there's an app and it's a website. A lot of people use the app. When people need professional services, whether it's a real estate agent, it's a loan officer, or it's a plumber, it's a accountant, they can go on Thumbtack, okay, and they can inquire about it. You can create a profile and be there, and you have to sort of pay to engage with people. But the good thing is that like they could inquire first, and then you can choose if you want to engage with them and pay to engage with them. So somebody might go on there, hey, I want to sell a house. How anybody on here that can help me with that? And it might cost you $30 to just engage with that person. Doesn't mean you're gonna get a listing, but then again, we pay $30-$40 a lead on Zillow.com. So it's kind of the same thing. It's like paying for a lead. So Thumbtack is great. Nextdoor, guys, if you're not on Nextdoor, get on there. I was at an inspection not too long ago, and I asked the owner, how did you choose your realtor? I was representing the buyer, and he's like, I posted on Nextdoor. And is there another one like Nextdoor?
What?
I feel like there's another Nextdoor has like a competitor. I forgot what it is, but Nextdoor, guys, what it is, it's your neighborhood. So your neighbors are on this, and the neighbors are always on there posting about, I saw a crocodile by the lake today, be on the lookout. Or, hey, has anybody else had issues with their power going out? It's just neighbors. It's like a little like a Facebook, but for your block, for your little community. So you have to like put your address in there. So you're pretty much only going to be able to like have access to like people around you. And people go on there all the time and inquire about real estate services. Hey, I'm looking to sell. Does anybody know a good agent? And that's exactly how that story I was telling you, that seller did it just like that. Inquired about it on Nextdoor. The listing agent was part of Nextdoor, and they answered the ad, and they said, okay, hey, can you come over? When can you come over so we could discuss? They came over. A few days later, the home was listed, just like that. So guys, create a profile for Nextdoor. Okay, that's a simple one. So all these things I'm telling you establishes yourself and gets you everywhere. All these activities you're doing, you got to do it once to sort of just create the profile and get yourself set up. Okay. Foursquare is another one where you can sort of claim your business. So in order for you to claim your business on Foursquare and for people to look for services on there and find you and engage with you, you have to be on Google Business. And there's a lot of little things like that. So that's why creating the Google Business is very important. Yelp is another one, guys. I've had agents tell me they get leads from Yelp and they've closed deals from Yelp. So Yelp is another one to make sure you sign up for. Just create a profile there. A lot of these things I'm telling you guys, Yelp, Thumbtack, Zillow, Nextdoor, even, it's free, but you can also advertise on there if you want. But it's free to at least be on there, and it's free to engage. So you can engage, except for like Thumbtack. You can engage with people on Nextdoor. On Yelp, if somebody hits you up on Yelp, it's free. Now you can pay to promote yourself on Yelp, but at least to just be on there, guys, a lot of all these are for the most part free. At least to just have your profile, have a face on there. So what do I recommend, guys? Is create a task list, write all these down, guys. Take a picture of the screen right now, whatever it is, and then just take the time to say, all right, I'm gonna do my core things that I need to do. And once I have my core set up, once I have my bio, once I have my headshot, once I have all these things set up, let's start going on all these things. Let me create my Zillow profile. Let me create my realtor. Let me create my Google profile. Let me do a Thumbtack. Let me join Nextdoor. Now it's one thing to just be on social media and be on Nextdoor and be on Thumbtack and be on all these things, but it requires you guys to engage and to like be on it constantly. So that's another key, guys, is you got to establish yourself on these things, but then you have to engage. Okay, you have to engage. You have to, I'm not gonna sit. A lot of marketing trainings go over like, well, you got to post on Instagram and then use your stories and use hashtags. Like, I'm not gonna go into that in this training at all, because I think everybody should know that, guys. You post on Instagram, use stories, use hashtags. But I want to just touch up on it a little bit, that yes, guys, you guys need to be, active, engage with people, like people's comments, respond to people's comments, engage. And that, what that does, guys, it puts you on their face. So everybody, most of you guys have, your Instagram says realtor on the name somewhere. And then it gets that person just to see you. Oh, Jesus, liked my comment, or Jesus replied to my comment. Cool. Jesus, I just thought of you because I saw you. Okay. So you want to make sure you're using these things to engage. So don't just establish yourself, get on them. Take time to see what's going on Nextdoor today. Who's posting on Nextdoor. Let me look at my Yelp profile. How's my Yelp? People find me. What order am I? If I search realtor in Coral Gables, what order in Yelp am I showing up? Am I the first person? Am I the fifth person? What do I need to be the first person that shows up? Why am I on the second page? Why can't I be on the top? What do I got to do? Let me call Yelp and find out. Hey, Yelp, get on the phone, call Yelp. Yelp, I want to be on the first page. Why are these realtors showing up on the first page, and why am I on the second page? Oh, because they have reviews, or they just they're on the platform longer. Maybe it's just, because they have reviews. Oh, okay, so I need to get my reviews up to be on. How many reviews I need to get? I need to get X reviews so I can show up on the top 3. All right, cool. Let me work on that. So engage, guys. Do these things. Get set up on them, and get the ball rolling. Okay, we're gonna talk a little bit more about engagement as well. So let's jump on marketing activities. Hold on, guys. I just got a quick text. Let me reply. All right. So what are the main marketing activities that you should be doing? There's a million things you could be doing, guys. There's a ton of things. Focus, keep it simple, and do what you can do, okay? And don't try to do everything at once. Don't try to go crazy doing every single thing, because you get frustrated and then you might not do anything at all, okay? So what do I personally believe are going to be the most effective things and simple at the same time that you can do to go ahead and start marketing yourself, okay? And again, do those activities that are going to get people to buy into you as an agent, okay? Number 1, weekly and bi-weekly email newsletters. I'm sorry, now I meant or. Weekly or bi-weekly email newsletter. Why do I say or? Because maybe you don't have time to do a weekly email. Maybe you don't, and what happens is that some of these agents are like, I don't have time to do the weekly email, so then they just don't do it. So I'm saying weekly or bi-weekly. I would say monthly too, but I think monthly is just not very effective. Once a month, it's not. At least bi-weekly. You should be sending an email. Okay. What's the best day to send emails? Statistically, Tuesdays is the best day to send mass emails because statistics show, if you Google it, that Tuesdays for some reason is just the day that most people open up their emails. I don't know why. That's just the day. Okay, that's the day that Google says most people just open up at their email on that day. So, guys, creating a weekly newsletter where you can send information about the market, send information about, we talked about this. I've talked about this with a few of you guys. Sending information about what's going on either in the economy, in the market, okay? Maybe some interesting things that are happening in South Florida, maybe something entertainment-wise in South Florida, okay? Something, it could be, a new restaurant's opening up, a new club opening up, a new mall that's opening up. It could be a lot of different things, guys, but a simple weekly email newsletter that that is going to give information. Most of your database is probably not going to open it. Okay, you'll probably get a small, maybe 20% or less is going to open it, but guess what? They still see your name. Even if they don't open it, as they're scrolling through the email, they're going to see, Crystal Hernandez Realtor. So they're going to see your name. And that's the name. That's the whole point of these things, is to be out there, is to get people to buy into you. They're likely to go with you if they see you're active, they see you're professional, rather than with somebody that, just never sends any information at all. What value do you bring at all? All right. So the weekly or bi-weekly email newsletter, guys, MailChimp is really good for that. Constant Contact is really good for that. It's like MailChimp is free. Constant Contact, I think it's like $25 a month. You can create great emails, newsletters on there. Okay. The other option you have is you can create a newsletter on the marketing platform and then mass email it through Chime. So those are your three options. If you want to keep it simple, my recommendation, if you want to keep it as simple as possible, invest into either Constant Contact or MailChimp, which again, MailChimp is free. Okay. If you want to do like just the extra step, it's not that it gets complicated, but it's just an extra step. It's do it on the marketing platform, create something on there, and then, just all you got to do is save it as an image, open up Chime, pull up the people you want to email it to, and then just add the image to the email and it sends out. Okay. So you can do either or. All right. But I really, really, truly believe, guys, the weekly emails, the bi-weekly emails, they're amazing. That's why businesses do them. You guys get them from a lot of other business. You guys are probably on some other realtors mailing list. And those realtors, if you look at the what they're sending you, they're active and they're always sharing new closings and they're always sharing a new listing, or they're always sharing something that's happening in the market, and they're getting business done because they're consistent on that marketing. That email is going out every Tuesday or every other Tuesday, whatever it is, that email is always going out. Okay. So I can't stress enough, guys. I believe that's one of the best things you could do is that weekly email newsletter. Next, get social on social media. That's exactly what that means, guys, is get social on social media. Not just posting, not just stories, but engaging as well. Liking people's posts, commenting on people's things.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, somebody's trying to talk?
I can hear you.
Oh, that's Marlene. Hey,
I
Marlene.
think she's not muted. So she's talking to somebody on the phone.
From where?
Oh, sorry. I muted her now. We're good. All right, guys. So get social on social media, engage, like, comment on people's stuff. When people comment on your things, comment back. All these things, what it does, it helps you show up on people's feed more. So if like sometimes I'll think like, man, I haven't seen I was talking out of line the other day how I haven't seen social media Sammy on my Instagram. Do I still follow this girl? And like the truth is, I probably just never engaged with her. So Instagram just never shows me any of her information. So I went on her Instagram profile. I liked the most recent post. Okay. And then the next time I went on Instagram, it like showed me her stuff right away because I engaged. Okay. So again, guys, engage on people on social media. Do your stories, do all that stuff. It's gonna help you grow, and it's gonna be and it's gonna help you get more business. Guys, sending letters, doing the mail outs, that's another big activity that you could be doing. The pop buys and coffee dates. So these are actually pretty important. So sending letters, making phone calls, getting on social media, that's great. But you need to try to take it a step further. Another great marketing activity is, hey, having lunch or having coffee with certain people, with key people that you feel could be beneficial for your business. That you feel, hey, let me stop by this past client's business. This past client refers me. They referred me 2-3 deals. Let me stop by and drop them off, an edible arrangements, or let me stop by and drop them off a box of chocolates, or do a little, hey, can I take you out to coffee? You want to, hey, let's have a Saturday morning breakfast. Okay. And engage and talk with people that you feel there could be some mutual beneficial there. Remember, I always talk about, I'm not talking about you trying to have coffee with somebody just so you can get business from them. Remember, we always preach being of value, asking people, how can I help you? So it's a mutual thing. Okay. So it's a great activity to do, and try to at least, once a week, once every other week, say, hey, I haven't connected with you in a minute. Are you free for lunch on Saturday? Are you available Tuesday morning? Let's have a little bit of coffee. And if they're not, stop by their job. If they have a job where you can easily just walk in there, they work there. Hey, I just want to stop by. I just want to show you I really appreciate all the referral business. Not going to take too much of your time. I'll get out of your hair. Just want to drop out these beautiful edible arrangements. Again, just thank you so much. Okay. Meanwhile, to wrap this up, document what you do. So when you're doing all these things, the weekly email newsletter, okay, obviously what you're doing on social media, when you're sending letters and everything, and you're doing your pop buys, you're meeting with people, document it. When I mean document, I mean post it on social media so the world can know. Let people know what you're doing. Okay. Save your stories. Guys, one of the best things I love to do is on Instagram, how you can create what is it that you call them when you save your stories? Highlights. Create the highlights. So create highlights that will always document your closings, your just sold, your marketing stuff, showings, and of course make sure you always put your family stuff there and all those things. But throw a couple of highlights there that are just marketing, showings, closings, whatever it may be. But do it and always document that, because then when somebody new sees your profile, they can quickly look at your highlights, and by looking at your highlights right away, they're like, okay, this person, they're engaged, they do real estate, they close deals, they're making business happen. This is somebody that I could reach out and I can trust that they're going to help me out in real estate. Okay. So those are the marketing activities that I think you should do. I think especially, that's why, again, going back to the core things are super important, because when you do all these other additional activities, people are going to go back and look you up on Google. Okay. People are going to see what kind of headshot you have. How do you present yourself? Oh, what's your bio say? What do you, what, let me know, let me learn a little bit more about you. Okay. So what's your brand look like? So all these marketing activities, guys, if you don't have that foundation that I talked about at the beginning set up, it's just not going to be as effective. Okay. So you got to make sure you have those core things done. All right. Now, I want to talk a little bit about when you should be engaging. So there's certain milestone events that I believe are the times that you 100%, guys, should be engaging with your followers on social media, whether it's in real life whatever it may be. Okay. And that's I'm gonna name 5. There's probably more out there, but I'm gonna give you what I feel is the top 5: marriage, divorce, baby or having a child, job change / graduation, and death in the family. Okay. Why I think these are the top 5? Because these things usually go along with a potential housing need. You get married, you might need a bigger house. You get divorced, you might need to sell the house. You have a baby, you gotta get rid of the condo and move on to the 3-2 single family. Okay, your job change, that might be a potential for uh, for a relocation or referral. Okay, and a lot of times, unfortunately, if there's death in the family, they might need assistance with selling their home. That one's a little more sensitive, so you can't just hit them up like, hey, you want to, but give it time. You got to make sure the timing is right. Usually, you want to wait like a week or two, before you even think of mentioning that, but at least be there. Hey, my condolences. If there's anything at all you need, I'm here for you. Um, I mean that genuinely. Don't not no not it again. Not if there's anything you need real estate related, I'm here for you. That's not what you say, guys. Never in anything. Not just if there's a death in the family or they're getting married or in anything. It's not about what's happening. It's just in general. Hey, if there's anywhere I could be ever help you, whatever you need, let me know. As simple as that. Okay. So make sure that on social media you're engaging during those events. When you're doing emails, maybe you want to congratulate somebody on the marriage. Maybe you want to send them a letter. Hey, congrats on the new job. You want to engage with people during those milestone events. Okay, so that is the best. A lot of the pretty much the most effective engagement you could do is during these milestone events because you're right there on the forefront. um, Now you have to understand that this works a lot better when you've always engaged with them. So you're not only engaging them during these things, because if somebody's getting married, they might already be thinking, well, I have a realtor. So by the time you see the just married post on Facebook, it's already too late. They might already have a realtor. So you have to, be engaging with them constantly, okay, even before the milestone events. But during the milestone events, it's time to go a little, make sure, a little extra on the engagement, okay? Oh, sorry. So let's take that a little further, guys. And I'm gonna give you guys something that I think it's a great way to even go a little deeper into those milestone events besides just social media, and that is create a network with professionals tied to those milestone events. So part of your marketing, part of all these things you do, networking is one of those. Okay. So these are the professions that you should be trying to network with because they're tied to those people having those milestone events where a housing change is usually necessary. So you have your will, estate / probate attorneys, divorce attorneys, CPA or financial advisors, relocation companies, wedding planners, and doulas. So anybody knows what a doula is? You know what a doula is, Jesse? Okay.
What's a doula?
So guys, a doula, and Google them. There's a bunch of them in South Florida. A doula is somebody that helps you through your pregnancy. It's a professional that helps you through your pregnancy and usually will also help you through your post pregnancy simply with like I don't know, like breathing techniques or just how you should make sure you have a safe delivery. So so it's a doula. I know what most of you probably are thinking because I've gotten this before. It's like, who has money for a doula? Well, people that buy houses probably have money for a doula. So so yeah, so doulas are great. So not only what's amazing, guys, and what you guys, a great idea that you guys could do is not just try to network with these types of people, but try to create a network within them. Have any of you guys heard of BNI? BNI? You familiar with BNI? BNI, guys, look it up. BNI is, I forgot what it stands for, Business Network. I don't know what the I stands for, but what BNI is, guys, is a network of professionals that usually meet once a month, and you have one realtor, one loan officer, one appraiser, one inspector, one accountant, and so far and so forth. And you all refer business to each other. So write that down. That might be an option. I'll be 100% honest with you. It's very tough to get into one of these groups as a realtor because they usually already have a realtor. And if the realtor leaves, then you have to question why are they leaving, and it's usually because he's not getting referrals. So if you ever have a BNI chapter, because they're all throughout South Florida, that says, oh, we have room for a realtor. Well, why is that realtor leaving? Probably because Marlene, thank you. Business Network International. That's the name. So look them up. So again, tough to get into. A lot of BNI chapters are started by realtors and loan officers because as realtors and loan officers, it's very tough to get into them. And again, if you do get into one, the realtor might be leaving because they're not getting referrals. And the way those BNIs work is that you have to get referrals. People have to refer people. If you don't refer, I don't know, let's just say 3 people a year. I don't know. If you don't refer 3 people a year, you're out the chapter. You get kicked out. You know? Or if you don't refer a certain amount of people within a certain amount of month, you get kicked out of the chapter. So maybe the realtor was the one that wasn't referring anybody out. So the realtor never sent out any referrals, so he's getting kicked out. So maybe there's an opening for a realtor. So look into that, guys. Do the research on the BNI. I'll take it a step further, and this is what I really think, guys. Getting one of these guys makes such a big difference in your business. I'll give you a great example. Ray, I was talking about him earlier, the real estate giant. He, lately he's been doing a little more business, a little more deals. And I'm like, man, you're doing really good. Like, what are you doing a little different? And Ray says, man, I'm still doing the realtor.com leads. I'm still, following up with my database. I'm, making sure I'm getting referral business. But now I have a divorce attorney, that I'm networking with, and he's sending me a deal here and there. I'm like, damn, all right, that's cool. So if from that divorce attorney, man, he gets 2-3 deals out of it a year. That's amazing. That's an extra few deals. So it's not like he's gotten a ton of deals from the divorce attorney, but he's gotten a few. He's gotten a few extra ones. So it's great. And what the divorce attorney gets is somebody competent, somebody that's a great service, because that divorce attorney, they also try to be of service to their clients. So they're like, hey, trust me, go with this realtor. I know he's going to do a great job, and he's going to be able to sell your home, and you're going to be able to, have a smooth transaction. So that divorce attorney trusts Ray to make sure that, everything goes smoothly. So he's been able to get some business out of there. And divorces are great too, because divorces, you get a listing a lot of times, and then usually will help one of the parties buy a house as well. So, or if they're going to buy, or rent. So the divorce attorney is great. So guys, networking and getting good with a divorce attorney, a CPA, a probate attorney, it could win you deals, and in some cases it can be a game changer completely in your business. But you have to reach out to these people, email them, call them, send an email, try to create. So I was trying to get at is try to see if you could create your own network. But instead of having like a contractor, a plumber, all these people, just try to get a network of these people: attorneys, CPA, financial advisors, somebody that maybe works at a relocation company, wedding planners, and a doula. Imagine having a network with all these people, just them, and you're the realtor. Okay, you could do really well if you're able to manage that. So how do you start? It starts with emails and phone calls, guys, or door knocking. Knock on somebody's attorney's office door. Hey, you busy? Is it a good time? Or email them. Hey, when will be a good time to have 10 minutes of your time? I would love to sit down with you and talk about maybe a referral network opportunity where we can all refer business to each other and grow our businesses together. Start with that. Okay. Ask your friends, ask your family, ask people you know. Hey, do you know anybody like this? Do you know? I would even say put that on Facebook today or Instagram today. Who can recommend me to a divorce attorney and a will or a probate attorney, and see what recommendations you get. And these are already people that, hey, I recommend this guy. Hey, I know this guy. Okay, reach out to them. Be like, hey, I was recommended to you by, XYZ person. And I just wanted to know if there's any opportunity there for us to network and have a beneficial referring partnership. Or I'm interested in creating a referral network with multiple attorneys. Is that something that interests you? Maybe they say, no, it's okay. All right. Well, hey, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. If you ever change your mind, let me know. And there you go. So network with these type of professionals, guys. Network with them, talk to them, have a conversation. How can we help each other grow? What do you need? I need buyers. I need sellers. What do you need? How can I help you? Have those conversations with these people. Look up some wedding planners, guys. Wedding planners, usually they before people get married, they talk to a wedding planner a year in advance a lot of times. So they'll know, hey, this person's getting married. And those wedding planners, they want to create a great service. So they want to say, hey, now that you're getting married, you're doing this huge life-changing event. Let me recommend you to people who, could help you in your future, and maybe buying a house, or if you're going to, maybe you already have a house or you're going to be remodeling or whatever it is, let me recommend you to that. Let me recommend you to a jeweler for your ring. They want to, recommend people to people who they know are going to be taken care of and provide a great service. So do events, guys. So I noticed now that COVID is over, networking people are starting to have events again, like people like title companies, lenders, inspection companies. They're all starting to have events, having a happy hour, networking social with these people, and they could just invite more potential people that are in their industries that they can refer business to each other and just mingle. And trust me, everybody loves a good happy hour. So people will go to these things, people will network, but you gotta reach out to them, talk to them, see if they're open to these things. There's a lot of people out there that want to grow their business, and some people, they don't, but whatever. You want to work with the people who are open. So just remember, you're going to deal with some people that are open to things, some people that are not open to things. Okay. All right. That's a slide from the last training I did. I didn't delete it. All right, guys. So I'll leave you with this and we'll wrap it up. It's 12:11. Try to make this training from 11 to 12:15, just about an hour and 15 minutes. I'll leave you with this, guys. These 5 companies that you see here, they're referral companies. Some of them require that you be an experienced agent and you've already have a track record of sales. So for some of you newer agents, this might not work, but some of them will work with new agents. So look up these companies, write them down. Agent Find, HomeLight, Upnest, Noble, Redfin. Okay. And what these companies do are, some of them, Redfin in itself is a real estate company, but they're a big website. So people don't think of Redfin like as a real estate company. They're like a major website. So what they do is they refer. Noble refers, Upnest refers, HomeLight, Agent Find, look them up. What these companies do is they spend money on advertisement. If you ever watch TV, I seen HomeLight commercials on there all the time. And they get buyers or sellers to come to their website, and then they say, okay, we're going to refer you to a professional in your area. Okay. And that person will, sometimes it's different formats. HomeLight, I think, just refers people. Upnest, I believe Upnest, you have to like sort of pitch to the buyer or the seller, and then they pick one. Agent Find, I think it's just a straight referral. The buyer or seller don't get to like pick from a realtor. So they're different formats, but look them up, look up their websites, and register to become a referral. If for whatever reason you can't become a referral right now because maybe you don't have enough sales, I think some of them may, and none of them require big amounts, maybe 5 sales, maybe 10. But if you're not there yet, take note of it and say, okay, well, my goal now is to get to 10 sales. I need to sell 10 homes. And the minute I sell 10 homes, boom, I'm going to go, sign up with HomeLight to get referrals. These companies, guys, you usually have to pay them a referral fee. So it's usually like 30%, 33%. A lot of them are roughly about a third of the commission. Somebody posted. All right, Jesus. Don't forget to write these down. All right. So these are great companies, guys. They'll refer you business. And even if you get a listing, but then you got to give them 30%, and then, you have to give Element 10%, you still, get a deal. You get a client. You get a review. You get a potential new lifetime referral person that, a person that you can build a relationship with and build that referral business. Okay. So, and again, as far as I know, if these people ever refer you somebody in the future, you don't have to pay the referral fee any longer. So guys, again, thank you for stopping by. I want to open it now. Any questions at all? I think what I mentioned was pretty straightforward, but I'm always open for questions. Work on the core. That would be the first thing I say. Work on your core. Get those things done. Professional bio, professional headshot. Do the Google business profile and start working on your brand. Okay. From there, focus on the activities that I mentioned. Okay. Create the weekly emails or bi-weekly, whatever it is that you can do. Okay. Do letters. Okay. Post on social media. Even if you can't do everything, guys, do something. Figure out what is it that works for you. I'm trying to teach agents more about, there's a difference between you don't like doing something and being fearful of it. You know what I mean? So what I'm trying to teach agents is, if you just don't like to do certain things, then don't do it. It's okay. If you don't like sending emails, then don't send emails. You don't like door knocking, don't door knock. You don't like cold calling, don't cold call. You don't like working with sellers, don't work with sellers. Focus on buyers. You don't like working with buyers, focus on sellers. So focus on what it is, guys. This is, you should enjoy what it is that you do. Enjoy it, and you're gonna grow, and you're gonna be able to do it even more if you enjoy it and you love it, and it fits to your strong suit. It kind of like, you can do what it is that you can utilize your strengths, and you can grow that way. Okay. You're not going to be amazing at everything. You're not. You're just not. You're not going to be amazing at cold calling and at social media and at, buyer presentations and website building and email marketing. You're not going to be amazing at all these things, but try to focus on the ones that you feel like, man, I can do this. This one, I think if I really put the effort in, I enjoy it. I'm not dreading doing this. I enjoy doing it. Let me get it done. Let me focus on this and be consistent with it. Okay. That's different than being necessarily fearful of it. If you're scared of cold calling, if you're scared of sending letters or emails, that's different, because then there are agents like that. There are agents that worry in their head, oh my God, I'm going to send people emails. What if they don't like it? What if they don't, what if, they block me? It's okay. All right, cool. And it's going to happen. Not everybody is going to want to do business with you. It's cool. Focus on the people that do. Focus on the people that do want to do business with you, that are receptive to you. Focus on the activities that you do enjoy, that you feel like, man, this is manageable. I can do this. Okay. Not everybody does everything. Guys, you could talk to like 2 different, very successful realtors, and one of them could tell you, I focus on Zillow. I do Zillow. I don't even, there's so many by the way, guys, I like to preach like, building relationships, because that's what I believe in. That's what I do. But there's a lot of realtors out there that they do well, and they're not interested in building relationship with their clients. They're not. I talk to realtors that are like, damn man, how do you handle your clients after closing? I have it set up where I hire a company that once a year they're going to send them like a box of chocolates or like a little gift, and that's pretty much it. It's like, do you ever like call, or do you ever no? Do you ever do your Mike on the call on Monday said something about his past clients become family. There's some realtors that are like, no, I never hang out. I never make friends with any of my clients. That's okay. And then you have another realtor that is just as successful, and their business is based on building those relationships and referrals, and less on like the online lead generation and all that stuff. It's more on personable, talking to people, gifts, throwing family events, things like that. So there's more than one way to do this, guys. What I urge you to do is find what works for you. Please, if you don't have to give it to me now, but any feedback that you have on the training. The reason I'm actually doing this training is because I asked for feedback a few weeks back, and people told me, hey, we let's get back to the marketing. I want to learn some stuff about marketing. I did get a few emails back about that. So, I wanted to make sure I bring it back for you guys, and we kind of can touch up on these things, and we will do more on marketing. Definitely there's a lot more that can be done, but you got to start with one of these. If you can't even get some of these things, then the other things are just not going to work. The other things are going to be less effective. And most of the things that we talked about today was not things that require a lot of money. And some of the other things require money. So if you're going to be spending money, make sure you got the core definitely set up. Okay. All right, guys. So Marlene, thank you. You there, Marlene? Nah, I think you were on the phone. Crystal, you still there?
Yes.
Crystal, have you been listening? Did you catch it?
Yes.
Talk to me. Tell me. I don't like to log off without somebody giving me some feedback. Any takeaways? Anything you got? Anything that stuck with you from today's training? Give me a little bit like of your takeaway from it.
So I actually have everything you said. The only thing is I have a question.
Yeah.
Like on Zillow, like do you just create a profile or how does that work?
Yeah, create a Zillow agent profile. I believe it's called Premier Agent Profile. But you can create like your own profile, add your bio, add your headshot, add your you can add like what's your specialties. You work with buyers, you work with sellers, the area, all that stuff. Yep.
Okay, so you basically just do that for everything, like realtor.com, homes.com,
yeah,
every website?
Yes. The key is, or not the key, but just something that agents make mistakes. On Zillow, you can create an account as a consumer, but you can also create an account as a realtor. Make sure you're creating an account as a realtor.
Okay.
All right.
And then do you link that in your Google Business?
Yeah, you could.
Okay.
Yep. Marlene, any takeaways, any feedback, anything that stuck with you from this training?
Hi. Yeah. No, it's pretty much straightforward. And I do appreciate the information regarding all the different, I have started doing the Google Business and all that, but somehow the address was wrong, so it wasn't verified. So now I just changed it. So you kind of like gave me a refresh and just fix all those things, those little things. So thank you.
All right, awesome. All right. I got somebody on the call that I don't know who they are. It just says iPhone, so I'm not sure who that is. But if you want to chime in, if you're there, you're more than welcome to. Anything you got from the training?
That's me.
Oh, what's up?
What's going on? Man, it was great. I mean, I missed the beginning half of it, but it was great, man. I think I got in right in a perfect time. Especially when you started talking about doing like the cross referral businesses. I think that's something that I kind of had in the back of my mind, but I didn't know if it was something that I should approach. But now that you mentioned it and touched on it, I think that's something that I'm gonna I'm gonna pursue, especially since I know a lot of business people. Maybe I could reach out to them and they have somebody, some type of lawyer or financial advisor that they could recommend that I could partner up with.
Man, partner up with people, network with people. And guys, there's everything I talked to you today, you can't just think, I'm gonna start, because you mentioned something, Joey. You said, I've already kind of sort of thought about that, but I haven't got into it. Why? Because you've been busy, because you got a bunch of stuff going on already as it is. So you can't possibly try to do everything. So it takes time. You got to try to see, okay, now let me try to go and get this done,
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that would be very valuable. I was looking at statistics a few months back, actually, when I actually thought about it. And it was showing like the certain agents that, for example, that like partner up with divorce lawyers make X amount. Agents that partner up with like probate lawyers make X amount. So I think that's why I thought about it. But you're right. I've been so busy with everything else that I haven't really stopped to.
And you got to talk to them and, have conversations with them and see, hey, what would it take for us to work together? What value can I bring to you? But you got to show these people that you're a professional. So when you come at them, guess what? You want to have the core set up, because if you go to, attorney, oh, Joey Fumet, oh, let me Google this guy. And if you have the core set up, oh, okay, business profile, reviews. He's on HomeSnap, he's on Zillow, he's got reviews on Zillow, he's on Realtor, he's on X, he's got his own website, he's on the Chime website. Again, the core, guys, it's key. The core is key, because when you even try to talk to these CPAs, the wedding planner, the probate attorney, the divorce attorney, who am I looking at? Who am I talking to? So the core is so important. So what I recommend for you guys, I'll leave you with this, is just take all this information and say, okay, you know what? Let me start with this. Let me start with a letter. Let me start with the emails. Let me start with reaching out start with something. And then little by little, come back to this training and be like, go back to your notes from this training. Hopefully you took notes or just watch the video again. Be like, all right, maybe now I'll go target this. All right, now that this is sort of going, I've got the hang of this. Let me try that. Okay.
Oh, FYI, as HomeSnap has a promotion right now. It's $49 for a whole year. So they normally, Alain had told me about how they normally have the $100 promo, even when you renew. But right, I received an email that they're doing a $49 promo for a whole year. So I think if nobody has it, I think that'll be a good time. This will be a good time to jump on it if you call in and ask them about it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man, that's a good deal. I'm gonna call them because my thing's up for renewal, and I think the renewal bumps me up to like $3.99 or something like that. So I gotta call them to see if I can get it down. Another thing I did, Victor, with HomeSnap, check your text message. I sent you something, so you can share with everybody what you can do from one of the things that you can do from HomeSnap. I did change my name already. It's not really reflecting. If you Google Alain Nodal, it'll say Alain Nodal and then Alain of Miami as well. I'm trying to somehow save it where it only says Alain of Miami. I did it, but now I guess I was playing around with it. But in the text, it tells you to give me a review. Hey, everything's cool, blah, 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 to give a review. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that. I got the text, though. And I clicked the link and it goes, let's see, where does it go?
No, I haven't even clicked the link. Let me click the link. I'm sending it to myself.
Yeah, it goes straight to Google. So it goes straight to Google, so I can leave you a review.
Sweet.
But I gotta log into my email first. Yep. So that's awesome. I like that. And you can send that out to like your whole database, pretty much.
You can do both. I'm sorry. You could either send it by email or text. I sent it via text, so I just put in the number and it automatically sends it. So now when we're talking, I just send it to everybody that I sold the house or the buyers,
your family, people that know you.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna send it to them so they can do reviews too. It also tells me if I want to send it to my office, everybody in my office too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll write a review about you. Yeah, you didn't sell me a house, but I know the service you provide. I'm doing it right now. Right? I'm writing the review right now. So.
Oh, there you go. You'll be the first one.
All right.
pretty cool there. I can change my name and everything. I still can't change the address. I don't know how to change the address. It doesn't give me the option for the address. But HomeSnap gives you a lot of cool things. It lets you set up a drip campaign for your people too. It says save searches, so you can just customize the criteria that they're looking for, and it'll automatically send you a push thing saying, "Hey, another house came in on the market for your guy."
Nice.
And I can do that for all my clients too.
Yeah.
Instead of doing the MLS, this one automatically does it.
Get on HomeSnap, guys. HomeSnap is great tool. Great tool.
Yeah, and
And
I
they're
also do.
so they're always
the-
adding more stuff.
Yeah, they also do posts for you. They post random shit for you that like is educational shit or listings or anything like that. They'll automatically post for you. When I go on my Home Pro, I go to like my Google profile and all that, and I can see the media and the posts that they do. They've been posting like the whole year, every other day, every other something. They post something on Google where it shows under my name. When you Google my name on the right hand side, it's all there. Yeah, there you go. 5
stars, bro. You got your first.
Hey.
I was trying to write something, but I must have hit the wrong thing, and then like I just gave you the stars.
Oh no, yeah, and I don't think now you can go back. I think once you do it, you can't go back because you'll be like, oh shit.
No,
they paid me to change it.
You know, something that I've been doing too is I've been uploading pictures to my Google business. So when people Google me, they look at like my closings or like any reviews that I received. For example, like on Instagram, I had a client put a post with a review and tag me on it. So I took a screenshot of it and uploaded it to my Google business account. Like that, people see that as well.
Nice.
Nice.
So, all right, guys. So 12:30. I know we got a ton of things to get done. Thank you for those of you guys who came on the training. I know it's a crazy morning so far. The weather, people running around, a lot of stuff happening. But glad you guys were able to make it on. Hopefully you got value out of it. And we'll keep going next week, guys. I'll be out of town. I'm still available. Reach out to me, but I'll be on technically vacation. But I'll come back the week after that. So next week we are going to be doing trainings, but it won't be me. I'm going to have Angelo do training about mortgages. I'm going to have Magda do something about title, so agents can get familiarized with those subjects. So I believe that's pretty much what's going to happen next week. But I'll put the calendar up on Sunday, so you guys know what's coming for the week. All right.
That'll be good. Have fun.
All right,
Stay
guys.
safe.
Take care.
Thank you.
All
Thank you.
right.
Victor.
Thanks, Vic. Be safe out there.
Thank you.
Enjoy
Bye.
your vacation.
Thank you, Marlene.
Okay. Bye.